Last week, I talked about some stuff that Mark Wahlberg had said and his upcoming movie, Father Stu, which I believe is out in theaters now. Of course, this movie is not getting very good reviews. Let me tell you why that is. It's likely because the movie is faith-based. It's about a man who went through a little bit of a rough patch in life and found God and decided to become a Catholic. One of the things that I've noticed over the past couple of years is that Christianity is the punching bag of Hollywood, especially people on the far left. They don't like it. They like to mock it. They like to mock religion. They like to mock faith. And unsurprisingly, this movie is rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm sure you're shocked. I called this in my last video about Mark Wahlberg. Actually, I said it was going to get bad reviews. To be fair, maybe the movie's bad. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I do plan on going to see it. I like redemption movies, and that's what this is. So I will go see this movie probably this week or next week. Because, I mean, what else is there? I've seen Sonic 2, and I have no interest in seeing that Dumbledore movie because F. Warner, not giving them a dime. So maybe I'll just go see this and check this out. Audience seems to like it. 98% verified. So to me, that's a good thing. Check this out. Of course, we've got stuff like this. Father Stu review, a right-wing dog whistle disguised as a tribute to Catholic faith. This is, of course, right? Anything faith-wise is a right-wing dog whistle. We have to trash it, do our best to make it look racist if possible, because we can't have movies like this in today's day and age. Can't have that. I mean, literally, we are living in a 1984 manual right now. And if you know anything about that, what is the religion in a world like that? It's the government, which ironically is kind of funny, is people that are far left and woke, the woke church is their religion, or the government or the party is their religion. It's actively working on those people. But I wanted to talk about this a little bit, and I also wanted to talk about some stuff that Mark Wahlberg is saying, because he's another person who seems to be waking up and wanting to get the hell out of Hollywood. Hollywood is this nasty place of disgusting things. Father Stu star Mark Wahlberg says he might leave Hollywood sooner rather than later, probably. Now, I've noticed that his house is up for sale in Hollywood. He wants out. I don't know where he's going to move to, but he wants to stop making mainstream movies and do more movies like this. Just as he said, and I quote, "I want to help people. I want to make content that helps people." Mark Wahlberg has been thinking about the future, what the future holds for him. The actor, who has been on the road promoting his upcoming film, Father Stu, said his new career goal is to combine his faith with his films. "I feel like this is starting a new chapter for me in that. Doing things like this, real substance, can help people," the 50-year-old recently told Entertainment Tonight. "I definitely want to focus on making more," he shared. I wouldn't say necessarily just faith-based content, but things that help people. So hopefully this movie will open a door for not only myself, but for lots of other people in Hollywood to make more meaningful content. And then it describes the movie, which I went over. It's about a man who changes his life and becomes a priest. So he joked about wanting to get out of Hollywood in this, which I think is not surprising. It seems like as people wake up, they want to get away from it. Hollywood, full of a lot of disgusting people. I mean, look at Disney right now, pushing a lot of that grooming bullshit. They want to introduce to your young in New Jersey, pre-kindergarten children need to learn about gender identity. They want to push all this, but look, Disney's dying on the hill of this bullshit. Oh yeah, you got a 5-year-old child? Let's teach them about puberty blockers. Oh, that little boy doesn't like the idea of growing facial hair? let's get him on puberty blockers. Sorry, I'm just not down with that. Not. Wahlberg also hinted he might leave Hollywood sooner rather than later. Last week, Wahlberg appeared on the Today Show where he discussed his faith. The father of four noted that he doesn't want to force his beliefs onto his children. They think Dad's crazy and he's boring, he joked. But even with my faith, I don't force it on them. But they know that Dad can't start the day without being in prayer, can't start the day without reading my scripture or going to Mass. And hopefully, instead of forcing that on them, they'll say, well, if it works for Dad, maybe it'll work for us. And they'll kind of gravitate toward it on their own. I think that that's actually a good approach, to be honest. Let them figure it out for themselves, which is what you should do. Don't force anything on anybody, which is what these schools want to do, which I'm not for it. Get your kids out of public school if you can. If you live in New Jersey especially, homeschool them until you think they're of an appropriate age where they can't be influenced by the weirdos you see on Libs of TikTok over on Twitter. Go look at the teachers on there and tell me you want your young child learning from them. He continues to say, people need to have faith and hope, and he said at the time, I just knew that I needed to make this movie, and this was my calling, and this was my mission, and now it's needed more than ever. Ain't that the truth? Hopefully it will do some really important work and help a lot of people, he continued. It's certainly a turning point for me in my life. I need to stop focusing on so much on Mark and doing much more work for God and for less fortunate people. And when asked about the film's message to audiences, Wahlberg said it was simply about not giving up. So I like what he has to say there. I like that he's getting out of Hollywood, seems to be ready to get out of this. Not so much saying why, but why the hell would anybody want to get out of Hollywood? You know why. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. I'd like to hear from you on the matter. So leave a comment below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.